These books will transform you as a human. These books will transform you as a business owner. These books will make you wealthy. And this one book will help you generate family wealth. These are the books that have actually helped me build a $100 million business and have actually served not only my team, but my family, me personally, and they've transformed everything. And I'm gonna share this with you today, and not only why you should read the book, but what you're gonna get out of it and what stage of your life you should read and implement these books and the information inside of them. So first of all, I love this book. It's called The War of Art. The guy, Steven Pressfield, actually was a failure the majority of his life until he wrote this book. And every morning, I like to read a passage or two from this book to feel inspired. And he talks about what it feels like to create and to actually be an artist and to be in business every single day and the emotions that you feel. This book will make you feel not alone. It'll make you feel like there's somebody else who understands exactly what you're going through. It's a big deal. Now, Miracle Morning is standard in the business industry. If you're in business, starting your day, and I know there's a lot of business guys out there that hate this book and hate having a Miracle Morning. I do. I sit in the sauna, hot tub every morning, journal, read. Every single morning, I'm following this business routine because then I can show up for my team, my family, my world, in a positive state. And it's a big deal. The emotions that you have as a business owner, they transfer to others. And I can't tell you how this book 20 years ago transformed my life. This one, Tribe of Millionaires. I don't want to understate the amount of support you need as a business owner, meaning you need peers, a coach, a mentor. It's insane the amount of people you need to surround yourself with, and also the way you need to track success. And this is the issue. Most people live their life in emotion and they have these ups and downs and their whole business world fluctuates like this. This book will help you understand who you need to surround yourself with and for and be around, and also the people that you need support are the people in your life who can support you. It's a fantastic book. Power. Now, with great power comes great responsibility, and yet if you don't understand the laws of power, you will walk through the world like a child in a glass shop, meaning you will make mistakes, hurt people, impact people negatively. So reading this book will help you understand the power that you have over not only your customers and your employees and even your family, but it'll help you respect when you meet people who know how to wield power and how to interact with them. So it's a super fantastic book. Again, these are who you need to be. These are being books, meaning this is how I've grown and been successful in business, understanding myself and the people that I work with. These are the things that emotionally prepare you for success in business. Now we're gonna go into the business side. What's interesting is there are no schools or education or college degrees that are gonna, in fact, I have a business degree. I have a finance business degree, and the only class that has been helpful is accounting. Like the one class in college that I got any value from was Accounting 101, which is wild. And so as a business owner, what you have to do is you have to learn and grow and make mistakes and not stop. Now, these books are gonna help you make less mistakes because the content inside them are basically what I would say a bachelor's degree in business. I'm gonna start out with this one. It's called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Here's what's important. This book will teach you how to grow revenue, grow employees, and actually build a sustainable business. They have a lot of models inside this. In fact, one of my good friends and one of my best friends from college actually owns a construction company. I directed him to this book because it has models for growing leads, models for growing revenue, and models for growing talent inside your business. Super important book. The next book is John Maxwell's 21 Laws of Leadership. It's a big deal. It will teach you how to, once you've built a successful business, lead others. So they're just basic principles. You don't have to memorize these things. This is what's happened for me. Whenever I've failed as a leader, I usually come back to this book and read through it, find the law that I screwed up, kind of break down. And this is what entrepreneurship is, by the way. It's constantly, you're in a state of motion, learning and improving and not giving up. And I find this book to be the most successful guide when it comes to leading others. Personal MBA is like a business model book. It'll help you understand the different things that exist inside of a business that as an entrepreneur, nobody teaches you. Nobody tells you to pay attention to acquisition costs. Like, what's that? Margin. I don't understand. This book breaks those things down. They're detailed. And actually in this other stack, the scaling businesses, this is like getting a master's or a doctorate, and this is like being world class. So you're gonna learn a lot of the detail of building and scaling a business from this one. Okay, a couple times in my career, I've actually made significant mistakes that have cost me lots of cash. Mistakes with customers, mistakes with growth and scale, mistakes with my model. And the most important thing you can do is have good metrics, financial metrics. And so this book, Simple Numbers, Straight Talk, Big Profits by Greg Crabtree, has been my financial Bible. Every time I look at a set of P&Ls or balance sheet, I refer back to the information that I've learned in this, and it's very important when you're scaling and growing a business. We don't think about financials. I don't think about balance sheets. I'm not thinking about what's in my bank account. This book breaks down all of those things in a very easy to understand process that anybody can understand, like anybody. So if you're having challenges with cash flow, revenue growth, margin, like all the details, this is the book for you. It's a really great book. All right, this one, Get Things Done. This book should be a #1 bestseller. It should be on every business owner's desk. It's a book about productivity and how to organize your life and your calendar and your drives or your shared drives. It's insane because this is the methodology that all administrative functions within a business should follow. I have it here because we have a lot of customers who come to us, we're in the leverage business, and they're like, I need help. And I'm like, okay, great. What process are you following right now? And they're like, I don't have a process. And so this book, Get Things Done, gives you a process for the administrative tasks inside your business. And it's a big deal. Most entrepreneurs are not good at this. And so reading this book will give you a basic understanding and also give you a template for who you to hire and what the system and process looks like. It's a big deal. Okay, this is a bonus. Obviously, this is my book, Scaling Your Business with Mod Virtual Professionals. Now, what you're going to get out of this book is how to think through a business model with virtual folks. And it's a big deal. And I think it can actually help juice your profits. We have clients that have saved millions of dollars using virtual assistants. So this is a brave new world. Everything's virtual. I think this is going to add value to your business. Grab it, read it. It's going to be great. Okay, now these are business masters, badass, billion-dollar company books. I'm sharing them because these are the things that we use inside of our business that have completely transformed. These are the things that have allowed me to step out of the day-to-day so that the business can run, but still grow profitably. Traction. This is what they're famous for. Gino Wickman's book is EOS, Entrepreneur Operating System. There's nothing like it. And they actually teach people how to create org charts and operational systems inside the business and systems of accountability, which is a huge deal once you cross the $10 million mark. As you're growing your business, it allows you to have other people lead and actually be accountable. Super good book. And if you don't have structure inside your business, this is the book for you. All right, venture deals. I'm sure you've never heard about this. I've purchased a bunch of businesses. I've sold a bunch of businesses. And in doing so, this is what I wanted. I wanted to understand how private equity, venture capitalists thought about business. Like I wanted to understand why they valued a business, and I wanted to understand why some companies got a 20x on their revenue and other companies got 3x. This business book actually breaks down every single metric that they care about when you're transacting in the private equity world. Why does this matter? It's because will help you juice your enterprise value of your business. Now, if you don't know what an enterprise value of a business, this book's not for you, and you should stick to these two stacks. But enterprise value is the value that you're growing inside your business to help you really one day, hopefully, have an exit or have a capital event. And so this is a really big deal. This is a hard concept to understand. This book, Unreasonable Hospitality, really interesting. He is a CEO of a restaurant company in New York and wanted to be #1 in the world. And he wrote this book about hospitality. Now, here's what's interesting. As you grow and scale, the first order of business is just getting customers. The second order of business is keeping customers, and that comes with culture. And so this book is about how to create world-class culture inside your company so that your customers stay with you, give you great reviews, and you can grow and scale your business. This is a no-brainer. You have to read it if you have a team and if you have customers. Really big deal. Now this, David Thompson wrote this, it's Blueprint to a Billion. What's interesting is they did a very clinical way of understanding why some companies grow and scale to $1 billion and others never get there. So they uncovered several companies that only got to 100 million or $200 million of revenue, but never crossed the $1 billion. And then they did a subset of like 30 or 40 other businesses who started from zero and actually went to over $1 billion in revenue. Now, what they did is then created 7 principles out of all of the lessons of those companies that became $1 billion companies. I think if you're trying to grow and scale a massive enterprise value company, you have to read this book. All right, my last favorite. As you think through of your journey, one, you're learning how to be who you want to be in order to grow and scale. Now you're learning how to grow and scale a business, probably 0 to 10 million, 10 million plus going to $100 million. This book, what you do with the money and how you serve your family. So it's family wealth, keeping it in the family. James Hugh Jr., who created basically these models for capital. And when you think capital, you think, oh, capital like financial. That's definitely in this book, but he always also talks about human capital, intellectual capital, financial assets capital, and how to preserve that generationally. So this is a great book if you're focused on growing your wealth and passing it on generationally to your families. When you have a problem inside business, there is somebody who's experienced that problem before, and they've created frameworks and they've created language technology that you've never seen or heard of. And that's how I use books. Business books are a tool to help you get over a problem so that you can win. These are the books that have completely transformed my world. I hope this has been helpful to you and it transforms yours.